Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live webinar. Thank you all for joining. This is the first one of the year. So, well, if everyone can hear me well and see me well, let's put a happy smile on the chat. No team members banned. Sorry. Okay, great. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Josema. I am Customer Success Manager at Customily, and today I'm hosting this webinar with Elena from Merch one of our amazing partners.
Hello.
Well, as you all know, Mother's Day is approaching, and it's one of the most important seasons to make big sales. So our goal for today is to show you an efficient solution to sell personalized products along with some of the best-selling design ideas that you can apply in your stores right after this webinar ends. So to formalize this, the live chat is available so you can ask questions along the way. We have some moderators from Customily and Merch One in the chat, and they will be replying along the way. And we'll also have a space for more questions at the end of the presentation. And before you ask, this webinar is being recorded and will be uploaded to your YouTube channel later. So let's get going. For those who are not familiar with Merch One, they are a print-on-demand provider that offers a huge range of top-quality products. Our aim today is that you get to know what they do and the benefits of working with them, and of course, invite you to use and sell their products. Elena, thank you again for joining us on this webinar. I'm sure everyone here wants to learn about Merch One, so the stage is yours.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you for inviting us. We are extremely happy to present Merch One here today. Just checking whether you see the presentation before I start. You do? Just show me thumbs up. You do. Okay, good. Without further ado, as Jose introduced, I represent Team Merch One. I actually take care of marketing here at Merch One. And I will start with giving you a small insight why Merch One is a great print-on-demand fulfiller, and we believe we have the expertise to help you scale with us. Just want to check before I continue because I'm not sure you see the presentation. I don't see it myself. Jose, can you double check?
Well, I can see the presentation on my side, and you are changing slides, and team members are showing that they do, but some from the attendees say no. Yeah, actually, yes.
Oh, you do, all of you. Okay, good. Oh, okay.
Victor is mentioning that it doesn't. Beatrice as well.
Now I see.
Now it is.
Okay.
There you go.
It's here. Okay, good. We managed the technical questions quite quickly. Yeah. So without dragging this for too long, as I said, I want to start with explaining why we are the fulfiller that we believe is a perfect partner for e-commerce sellers who intend to scale and grow. First and foremost, we have the high production capacity, and we've grown that throughout the year. The company actually operates since 2006, and we already work with multiple high-profile e-commerce sellers here in Europe. And we do actually take pride in an impressive number of 500,000 units daily of capacity. And these are customized products. So this is the insurance the sellers need when they start to grow very quickly and exponentially. Another aspect, of course, is the speed of fulfillment process. We do take pride in having an average of 48 hours of an order coming in a production floor and then leaving it, even during the high season. That again can significantly affect how you as sellers can perform to your audience. So you have to have an accountable fulfiller to trust. And last but not least, which is especially important with the personal gifts industry, which is also the topic today in a way because of the Mother's Day, is the cut-off dates. And with some of the product categories, we do take pride in having one of the latest cut-off dates in the industry. And you might already know that every extra selling day gives you extra revenue. And with events like Mother's Day, that's extremely important because the audience very often makes this purchase decision very late before the event. So the cut-off dates are important, that you can make that promise to deliver by the time of the event. This will go to the interesting fact about Merch One. We have grown out of Europe, as already mentioned, and Germany specifically. Germany is the biggest economy here in Europe. So we've grown our operation from here. And we have 3 production sites in total. In US, they're located in Phoenix and Miami, each catering to its own coast of the continent. And the European one is located in Poland, which is the center of the continent, effectively catering to the European markets. We have a dedicated wooden frame factory in Latvia, and the company even owns its own forest. So we kind of make sure we cover all the stages of the supply chain there. Just to continue a bit about Merch One benefits, another important aspect for that stability of a fulfiller is the fact that we do all of our production in-house, even the wooden frames, as I mentioned before. So we don't rely on other third-party producers, which can be especially important, again, during those key e-commerce periods. Selling periods when sellers need that stability, or even if they face a certain obstacle, they can come to us and we can adapt quickly and be that reliable fulfiller. We do take a pride in our print quality, especially the print quality versus the price ratio. So we do offer very good quality product for a very attractive price, which allows our sellers to be more flexible with their margins. And we do all that by also striving for sustainable production practices. So as already mentioned, we do have our own forests. We use renewable energy in our production sites. We use eco-conscious materials like eco-solvent inks. And the company has its own internal team working and trying to detect ways where we can do better in this area. I do want to use this opportunity to give you a quick overview of our product catalog. Before I do, I have to have a small side note that we are still in the final stages of integrating our product catalog here with Customly, but most of the products are already here for you to work with. And I'm starting with wall decoration, and we'll go in more detail afterwards to explain why we believe this is the product category for the Mother's Day topic, but this is also the product category we excel at most. This is the product category the company has grown with, and it goes beyond just canvases, but also products like acrylic, metal, and if you see the small squares in the image, it's Knit Picks. That's my personal favorite product because it offers that beautiful flexibility and repeated purchases for you as e-commerce sellers because it's so adaptable and easy to attach to the wall. You can market it to different seasons, different key events, or family members, you name it. We'll move on. So we also have a home and living accessories category that has blankets, pillows, mugs, everything that could complement your interior and those canvases, for example. So pretty much you can decor the whole room in the way you've intended to. And the two very interesting and promising ones, of course, is apparel and pet products. I especially love the pet products. We see the growth of this category because of the mere dedication of pet owners to their pets. So they want to do everything to make their pets feel special. So personalization is a big hit with this product category, and Customly is a perfect partner to deliver that personalization. So as I promised, I will talk a bit more about wall decoration in the context of Mother's Day. So here's a quick overview just to show that you can have the variety, not just in terms of the design, but also in the specification of the product. So the variety of size options is very decent, I would say, or very good. So 26 size options in EU, 23 in US. And you can pick not just the size of the Canva itself, but also the thickness of its edge. And it's either 0.75 inches or 1.5 inches, which is 2 centimeters and 4 centimeters for European metrics. It really is a matter of taste, but the more thicker Canva is considered a more premium option. So, but only you know what flies with your the audience. And why Mother's Day and why canvases? Canvases by default have this added emotional value. So imagine if someone has taken the time to think about what you would love to have as a design and just show that appreciation. And then it is a substantially sort of better value product than just the photography because that mother can add it to the wall and look at that personal gift on a daily basis. So it kind of entails in itself that added emotional value. We also see in our data that this product is very popular with the age group of 30 to 50, especially women. So this also aligns with the average age of mothers with most markets, which gives an indication that this product is a very nice one to work with Mother's Day. And last but not least, what is extremely important for US sellers is the low risk aspect of this product. So we have standard canvas, we have standard walls, so there's really very little that can go wrong, unlike with, for example, product categories like apparel. So we see a few returns and refunds, which then, of course, gives you better assurance that everything will go well and you will get that nice feedback and reviews. A bit more about variety you can do with this product. So you can not only pick the size, but also if you pick the framed canvas option, then you can pick the color of the frame. I told you already about the edges, but another important aspect, and that also comes to personal taste, is the design of the edge. So you can either have the design folded around the edge, or it's mirrored, or you can just color it. Here we've added black and white, but it can really be any color. So the variety and versatility of this product is really nice. And I want to show the appreciation of this product in combination with Customly opportunities. And with intention, we've added that dog mom in the center because I want to show you the opportunities outside the obvious audiences. So this product can be a nice addition to your normal product listing, for example, with pet products. So just be creative about it. And I think this is the value of this webinar today here, where Jose will show you how you can explore that creativity with the opportunities of Customly. Before I hand the mic back to Jose, I want to kind of emphasize another aspect about Merz One. As I mentioned, we are a company that has grown out of European market. What it gives to US sellers, that opportunity to diversify to European markets. We are quite strong here, and we know our way around. We can advise you on how to proceed with certain aspects. As you know, there are differences. For example, the multilingual audience or the legislation, but there are also opportunities. So more e-commerce dates, so more even revenue flow throughout the year, and also different consumer trends you can tap on. So I hope I covered most of the topics just to give you that nice brief intro, and I will hand it over back to Jose, who will talk about Customly and more practical demonstration. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Alina. That was really interesting and some amazing how many products you have. Well, I can't wait to show them with Customily Designs. But I did rescue from your speech the sustainability side of Merch One and the in-house process is very important, especially when we are dealing with orders and customized orders, and the fact that you can see with Customily how things will end up. The fact that you have a whole company that you can reach out and they have a full scope of the entire process, I believe is very important. And to the scale you're managing, is very valuable and very meritory that you have that full integration from the very beginning. So that's has struck me from the very first time I saw your speech. Is like that. It was very important to value that.
Thank you.
And another completely different type of company. For those who don't know what Customily is yet, we are the #1 product customization software for e-commerce. So it's all soft in here. No forest that we own so far. If you're wondering what is a customization software or app, well, it's basically everything sure we have that. Yeah. Sorry about that that slide. Well, basically, a customization app consists of a set of tools that allows you to sell personalized products in your online store. This includes a live preview, so the customers can personalize and see the final result in real time, and a printing file that the merchant receives after an order has been made to fulfill the products exactly as the customers designed it. So think about all the manual processes you have just simplified with Customily, from the multiple choices for the customer to the proofing and the manual creation of a print file. All that is condensed in Customily. So if I were to ask myself, but why Customily? Well, let me tell you that not only we provide the live preview and the printing files, which is a huge time saver, but there are also many other amazing features. With Customily, you will have access to many personalization tools that will allow you to create unlimited stunning customizations to apply to your online products. Elena gave you some examples, but basically you can combine texts, fonts, colors, textures, images, street maps, star maps, AI image generators, file uploading, and more. And you will also have access to a huge clip art collection and design templates that are available for you to use and sell with no extra cost. If you want more, you can connect your Customily account with Merch One to automate fulfillment. And this means more time saving, basically, that once you receive an order, the information and printing file will travel directly to Merch One for fulfillment and shipping. No extra work is needed, and so you can set your store on autopilot. And last but not least, Customily integrates with any e-commerce platform like Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Magento, Walmart, and any custom coded store that you can think of. Now, bear in mind that our latest version, which includes the free clip art and the integration with Merch One, is currently available for Shopify and Etsy stores only. Now, Now that you know what Customily is, and before diving deep into the app itself, we wanted to share some product ideas and designs for the upcoming Mother's Day. We got inspired by Irina's examples of the mother designs and some products, and wanted to go a bit further and put up some examples, but all the examples that we will see now have been created using Merch One products and customized design. So you will be able to replicate them fast and easily in your stores and start selling them right away after this webinar. Our team has researched trending designs from Etsy and from our own clients and gathered some ideas that you can apply. Let me browse through some ideas. First of all, designs with photos. This is a classic for Mother's Day, and all moms will want a present with a photo of their kids. So, what's more unique than that, right? And at Customily, we have different designs with photo uploads that you can use in any product, including this amazing mom letters design that we will see in the tutorial later. And also, we have a very popular piece design as well, in this case, just when you can upload as many images as you want. Not a fan of photos? Well, check this other option, maps. We have street maps and star maps for you to sell. You can use Customily Design to create your own versions using these tools. With this incredible feature, your customers can select specific location from anywhere around the world, pick different styles, or have a star map of a very specific date and location. So this is always a great gift for Mother's Day or just any special commemoration. Next, the famous clip art we talk about. You will see people selling products with clip art designs everywhere. Most of them buy clip art collections from Etsy or Creative Fabrica, but the great news is that Customily comes already with its own collection of clip arts for you to use at no cost. We have pre-made designs and clip arts for every special occasion, for example, Mother's Day. A product with clip art representation of a mother with their kids is always a really good gift. Also, the flower trend began at the end of last year and keeps growing strong. We have seen this on mugs as well as canvas and blankets. That's why at Customily we created some designs with them. It's a simple form of personalization, but super effective for sales. Flowers and texts, that's all. Sometimes you don't need to go complex to sell more. And with 2 clicks, you can have these beautiful designs applied on any product. These are birth flowers, so they match a specific month. That's very, very personal on the process. And in case you were wondering, and we thought of the pet moms as well. You can celebrate all kind of moms, right? So this niche is always popular, and we have lots of designs with pets for you to feel a complete store. And well, I hope these ideas inspire you to offer new options in your store. The great news is that any of the designs can be applied to any product. So if you liked something but want to apply to a different product, that's totally up to you. Okay, now it's time to dive deep into Customily to see how the app is and show you how easy it is to create and publish personalized products using, of course, Merch One as your POD provider. So in this stage, I will stop my presentation and share my screen. So please let me know if you can share my screen, if everyone can see the screen. Don't panic as I'm going to repeat myself like crazy. And there you go. So let me know if you can all see my screen. Okay, great. So this is Customily, but before that, you should know that to fully use the to fully use the integration with Merch One, we need to do a step before, which is to go to your Merch One account. If you don't have an account, we're going to share you a special link later on the webinar so you can sign up to Merch One, and of course integrate your store or your stores. Right now, actually, I have two stores right now. I have one US based and European based. And if I go to Merch One, remember this is going to be this is recorded, so you can go through these steps later. In Merch One, you can browse through your stores and look for the three dots at the end of each one and go to settings. This is very important because inside the settings of each store, you have something called the credentials, the API user and the API key. And this is very important because you need this information in Customily. So let's say you have a Merch One account, you have a Customily account because you also follow the link that we provide at the end of the webinar, and you install Customily with a special deal. Or you're already a Customily user and you want to start marketing Merch One products. So first of all, in the start section of Customily, you will go to the top middle and find settings. When you click on settings, there's a tab called integrations. And in the integrations tab, you will find all the POD providers that you can integrate with. In this case, I'm just going to remove this, and start over. I go to the drop-down menu here when I can pick all the PODs I have available in Customily and pick Merch One. Enable the integration so it will show on my list, and I can copy paste the API key first and the API signature, which was this user you see here. So with these two data that you put in Customily, you are all set. There's no red message, so you are fully integrated. You click on Save Settings, it turns green, and that's it. Now you are fully integrated to Merch One, and whatever you create using Customily and Merch One products and you sell online will automatically fulfill with them. So let's go to the start section again and follow the big nice button you see at the beginning that says create new product. Just as simple as that. So when we create a new product, you see all our POD partners and we find Merch One right here. When you click on Merch One, it will open the catalog we have integrated so far. As Elena said, we are in the process of finishing the full catalog integration, but I see there are 3 pages so far. It's going to be like 2 or 3 more. It's going to be a lot of Merch One products. It's going to be amazing. But right now, all these products are fully integrated and working perfectly well. As you can see, there's a great variety from cushions to mugs, canvases, and we had at the beginning blankets as well. It's very important. And I'm going to pick, let's go with something pretty straightforward. Let's go with the canvas 2 centimeters in the European Union version, right? So it's going to go straight to my European store. In this second stage, after I pick the product, I can see all available variants and options for the particular product. I want to do, let's say I want to do a folded edge, right? I remember what Elena said, you have the black and white, the mirror, the stretch, and the folded. I like the folded. I particularly have in my house some folded canvases, and they really look nice. Very easy to install because they use some appliance with magnets, so eventually you can actually dismount them and put new ones to refresh your rooms. And I can pick multiple sizes and sell all of them together. But because I thought about some designs that are landscape based, I will go for a 30 by 20 size just to do something really fast. Customily will try to fit designs into any of this. So most of our designs are square based. They will fit perfectly nicely on landscape and portrait versions. But just so you know, if you're looking to market landscape designs with landscape sizes, bear in mind that your designs could could eventually try to follow those proportions for better fitting. In any case, Customily will always allow you to do any kind of changes afterwards. But the fast process is to pick merge one, pick a product, pick the variants you want, the many sizes and styles you want, and then, well, there's also a default print area, which is the front, and we can click next at the bottom to jump to the second part, because once we have a blank product like you see here, you need to put a design. So when you click next, you can actually pick from your own design collection, and we have a design editor to create your designs based on the tools we talked about before, or pick from our collection. And I want to pick from our collection. We have close to 300 unique designs ready to go with multiple clip art, multiple styles, and multiple theme-related and occasion-related categories. We can browse through pets, we can browse through events, type of products as well. And very interesting, we can go through, look for certain characters like grandmas and grandpas, or, well, moms, basically. So in here, I have a lot of options. We are pretty far from Halloween or Christmas, so we're going to skip some theme related. But you can see the variety of styles we offer, not only just clip arts and combinations, but also different styles and different shapes. And if I were to find the last page, I will find this one. This is pretty familiar, right? We saw this in the Irina's example and in my example as well. And if I pick this design from our Customily collection, we only need to sit back and wait for this process. In less than 2 minutes, Customily will create a listing on my store. Remember, I only have a Shopify store right now, but it could have an Etsy store as well. So you could pick, before creating, you can pick which store you want to create the product. But Customily will create the listing. That listing will have an API connection to merge one. That's the most important thing. And it will also create the variants you selected. In this case, it's showing the folded 30 by 20, which is the one that I created. The rest of the things you see here are all crafted by Customily. The system has put the design on the product, making sure that there's a specific file called a template that provides you the live preview and the print file. And also, because this is a design made from Customily, these options are automatically created. And as you can see, this design, this mother design, actually has some interesting choices. You have a quote selector. So apparently we have multiple images to choose the quote from. Say, yeah, dear mom, I love you. And you see 3 different select image buttons as well as a message. Like, loves you. For example, this is you see how the live preview changes immediately when I upload something, when I type something. And that's the magic of Customily. And don't worry about this. This is just the final revision and staging to see if everything was created perfectly well. We can click on the choose the M picture. And we're going to pick something, like say mother one. And there you go. The picture has been placed on this specific area, which has the shape of an M. Guessing I can do the same with the O. Oh, but guess what? The O is actually a heart. And I can resize, move, or even rotate the image that I am. This is what a customer will do, basically, using Customily. After I finish with this, in this case, I'm just previewing stages, but I'm ready to publish this and go live and start selling. I will do a couple of extra things that Customily allows us. I will save this to be my main listing photo. So customers don't see an empty canvas. They will see a customized canvas already. And the name is very standard, so I'm going to change this. So I can click here on Edit Product Details, and I can set a price. I'm pretty sure, let's say we're going to charge this 25. I don't know if this is a nice price or not, or this is an accurate price, but let's say we're going to call this the MOM personalized canvas, choosing EU. Great. That's a nice name. I can put this a nice description here. Anything I do here will automatically reflect on Shopify or Etsy store, but later I can go to the store backend and I can keep changing this. So you don't have to worry about not getting things pretty much done at this stage. If you want to go ahead and publish, well, you can do this in Customily. That's the advantage of this final page. You can quickly set up things up and publish. That's it. That will go live to your store. And I do have my store open here, so I should be able to find the product right away. This is my store. Oh, there you go. It opens automatically. So this is the product I just created. Looks like a standard listing, right? You see the title, you see the price, you see the quantities and the variants, and you see the picture. But also, Customily has loaded the options right away in the page. And whenever I start playing around with the options, my live preview will change. And that's the amazing thing about Customily. This is happening live on the store, and customers are doing this themselves, saving you hours of work and previewing, of course, and adding to cart, just like that. And this is ready to go and purchase. When it's purchased, it will go straight to Merch One for fulfillment. So that's one example. What if we want to create something? If I want to create something, you need to know that Customily provides a design studio, but this is not an asset creation software. If you want to create assets first, images, clipart, titles, fonts, whatever, you need to go and use especially design software like Photoshop, Canva, to go very simple way. In this case, well, we took the 30 by 20 format and we went to Canva and created something on Canva. Very simple. Basically, what I did was find some nice backgrounds that I wanted for my product, for my final canvas. And I just created pages after pages of nice backgrounds that I want to use. As you can see, you can create anything on Canva and download this as PNG files. And then you will put all this information in Customily when creating the design, when managing the assets. Customily is an asset manager. So whatever you want to put in your custom designs will have to be created first, either by using a starting point in any Customily design, like the ones with the characters and the dogs and the moms, or creating something in any software like Canva. So I put together these nice backgrounds, right? And also say, okay, so I want to put a message here, right? Something that customers will eventually customize. Right now, these backgrounds will be choices for them, so they can customize the background, but there should be a message. So I created this. I found this nice picture of the mom title. I put this text, right? And I also found these pieces together and like that. So basically what I want to do with this is offer my customers the chance to type the names. So I will put a, let me see if I can draw something really quickly. I will put a name here, another name here, another name here, just like that, right? So, right. So basically that's what I want to do in Customily, because the customizable elements are created in Customily. All I need from Canva is the empty stages, so I can later put them together in Customily. So I go share, I go download, and I download all 8 pages. And now I have the files, okay? So I go to Customily. This is the final product that has been created with all the specific files. This is the backend of Customily. You can always double check this as many times as you want, modify whatever you want. It's a very open software. Don't get intimidated. It's very easy once you start practicing. Let's start from the beginning again. Go to the start section, and instead of creating a new product, we first need to create a new design. The design will be placed on the same canvas we use for the mom design, but the mom design had been created using, was already part of the Customily collection. Now we want to create something from our own. So what we're going to do is create a new design from scratch, just like that. We're going to call this the, let me call this the merch one man puzzle design. That's great. And we start off with the design studio in a big square canvas. Okay. Now, if you're not going to be working on a square canvas, you know for a fact you're going to be working on a landscape proportion, you always have the choice to resize your canvas. In this case, I'm going to resize this, but instead of going 30 by 20, yeah, I'm pretty much going to do that. That's great. Now we have a landscape proportion, and we have a lot of tools here to start working. Remember, I told you about the text boxes, so customers can input their own texts. Placeholders where customers can upload their own images or logos. Maps and star maps, we mentioned before, and dynamic elements. Dynamic elements is where you can upload your own clip arts and your own backgrounds and your own creations. Whatever you create outside of Customily and you want that to be an option or a static element, you will put a dynamic image, for example. This is a very interesting help option that tells you can upload images or pick from libraries. You will learn later in further tutorials that you can upload your assets to libraries, so they will be available for multiple designs and products at the same time. But this plural you see here, let me click on the fit to canvas so it goes all the way up. This plural you see here, it's a very interesting thing, and the 4 icons will give you the idea. You don't have to upload one image to this object. You can, of course, but if you upload multiple images, what will happen is they will become choices. That's why you have this image selection name for the object. If I go click upload images, I can grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Open. And now I have all this. Apparently, we don't have the exact perfect proportion. And I think because when I create these images, I created the images on a folded version. So let me just quickly change. The folded version has 5, very small, 3 point. This is millimeters. Whoops. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that's very important. Now it's 35 by 25 centimeters. And that looks more clear to me. So if I fit, that's perfect. Yeah, I forgot that. I had 5 centimeters for the wrapping and the folding of the print, right? If you want to double check when you're designing something for Merch One, keep in mind that Merch One has, for each product, it has print templates. This is very important because it will give you the right information regarding what's the safe area and what's the safe, for example, that I go canvas 2 centimeters. In here, you can start designing, you can view the prices, and there's also a chance for you to download the, here you have the size guide and the file guidelines. This is very important. Let me download this, right? And let me put it directly on our page. There you go. Save. Perfect. Canvas 2 centimeters. This is coming directly from Merch One, and we want to go with 2 cms Europe, the 30 by 20. There you go. And this JPEG image, I'm just going to copy this or maybe drag it to. Oh, that's perfect. There you go. This is the image that Merch One provides you. And this is amazing because you can upload this to Customily and use it as your guide to make sure that nothing that you design will be folded by accident. Right? So this is huge actually to make sure things go the right way. So let me jump back to Customily in here, and actually create another dynamic image that will be my guidance. So I'm going to upload the one that I just put in here, this one. There you go. And again, fit to the canvas, just like that. Perfect. You see how everything is fitting amazingly. There's information regarding the size. Everything looks beautiful. So now I can call this, I can rename this to print guide, and I can rename this as select your background. I always rename this based on the instructions for the customer. So basically they know what they have to do. Now this is, if I hide this, basically this is my background. I can lock this so I don't move by accident, and then the same goes with the print guide. I'm going to lock it. What do I need to upload now? I need to upload the puzzle pieces, the ones that I want to personalize. So I will create another dynamic image to upload the mom design. There you go. So if I were to fit to the canvas, I see that, well, I'm pretty much there, right, on the safe zone. But somehow I think this is pretty big, so I will just pinch on one corner and drag down, or hold my shift key to drag like this, right? Playing around with the editor will be really easy. Eventually you will get to that, but let's call this the we're going to call this the puzzle design, right? What am I missing here? I'm missing the text boxes, right? So let's create one text box, and that's going to be one of the names, right? So we're going to call this the let's say this is the mom name, so we're going to call this the type mom's name, right? This is a two-kit design, but you can create multiple kits. You can create options for multiple names. I can resize this box any way I want. I can position this here and rotate, and if it's too small, all I have to do is just go and zoom in, just like that. Let me try to put this in a decent position. There you go. Make it a bit bigger. The taller you make it, the more text you can fit, and that's it. At any point, I can go and type to try my text box. And let's say we're going to type a long name because we want to see what customers can do. So I'll go with like that. That's a nice fitting. It seems it's not going out and not going any small, right? Right now we have a size of 26, and we can explore further options. For example, in the character section, I can pick one or many fonts. If I pick many options for fonts, I will provide customers with a choice. So that's very interesting. You can pick just one font and then another. I think this is a nice font, right? There you go. Perfect. And apparently the size is pretty nice. We don't want the customers to start typing to the end of time, blah, 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 right? This is too small, right? I mean, we need to limit this somehow. Customers cannot do this. So let's put a limit on Christine. So Christine was 33. Okay, great. Let's put a minimum size of 25 and click on the eye. That's how small we can go. That way, we don't get any surprises. This is one name, and I can just simply hit the Control C or Command C to copy and Control or Command V to paste. And now we have a new item. This new item, we can put it down here. Don't worry about Christine. Christine is just a testing name we are using, and Control V again to put another one in here. Actually, I could have just copy and paste this one so I can keep the rotation or close to. There you go. Right, so now let's zoom out like that, a bit more, yeah. What happens here, we have the type mom's name, and we do have now the type kid child number one name, right? And the other one should be number 2. There you go. Finally, we Definitely don't want to print the merch one canvas. I mean, I did that once. Was really funny to get the product. I'm going to just hide this. And there you go. This is the design we want to print. Period. We don't need to do anything else. And the most amazing part is Customily will read all our background options, all our text inputs, all our font choices and color choices, and create all the options for the customers to personalize. Actually, um, there's no manual coding or something you need to do. All you need to do is save the design, and that's it. You are all set to start putting this design on as many canvases, mugs, t-shirts, blankets, and pet supplies that you want. As simple as that. Just by coming in to the start section and doing the same thing we did for our mom product. We go to create new product, we find the merge one, we find the canvas we want to use, we pick the folder, and we pick the 30 by 20, and we're ready to go. Click next. Remember, you can pick as many sizes as you want. Customily will adjust and will try to fit your design into whatever size you want. So keep that in mind if you're going to be offering multiple sizes. But in any case, if something is not perfect, you can always do adjustments on the back end. So you don't have to worry. So the most important thing is that the product with the Merge One integration and connection is finished in your store. The rest is just previewing and printing details that can always be adjusted. Now, instead of coming to the Customily collection, let's go to the pick from my designs. And well, I do have a lot of designs, but I can jump to the last page and find this one. I will click here, and that's it. I need to sit back and wait. The same thing will happen as did before. A new listing is being created in my store, linking through API to Merge One, and the necessary files for the preview and the print file to be created for this product are being crafted by Customily. That's the template and the options. Just as simple as that. And we always land in this final revision when we can do some changes. Check what Customily did for us. Not only created the preview, right, but also give me these backgrounds, and I can pick the flower background. I can pick this landscape or this one. This looks very nice. Let's go with this, right? I like this one, and I can type the mom's name. That's a one name. Don't worry about the size. Again, this is just my screen. This is just a testing phase before you publish. And the child one will be Peter, and the second one will be Gwen, and that's it. So I can click on preview, and this will show bigger. And if I like this example, I can use it to put it on the main photo of my listing. Again, any part of your listing can be edited later on the e-commerce platform. This is just a quick quick series of shortcuts to save time in the process. Let's go to edit product details and go with this is going to be a bit more expensive because it's a custom design. So let's go with the mom free kid puzzle pieces personalized canvas to CMEU. Perfect. Save product. And we are ready to publish this just like that. Let's see if it jumps right there to my store as a live product. My store is not live. You cannot buy this, so sorry. You have to create your own. And again, this is the title, the price, the variants you may find based on your selections, the listing photo with the example, and now we have the options. So whenever I load the options and I start playing with the options, the template begins to show me the preview. And when I'm finished with these examples, this customization, I can preview, I can share. If I want someone else to purchase for me, there's a feature to share this as a link or in social media, so you can have others lift your personalization and purchase for you. That's an example. And then I add to cart, and after I add to cart, I'm ready to fulfill with merge. And we're going to use Customity's time machine and go straight in the future and fulfill this pretty much, right? So I think it's already been done. Maybe you can tell me, Irina, from your side, if my prints came out correctly.
Yes, I will do so. I'll turn off my background so you actually see them. But just before I do, I have to say I love the hack with the print file. It's a very nice one, how you just added to see how it fits. Nice. I would not have thought of it myself, so that was something new for me. So I will turn off my background so you see the design that Jose just made. And we actually printed two of them just to show you the difference between the edge design. I'm thinking where you will see the best. So as you see, this one is folded. So the flower just folds about the edge, and this one is mirrored. So the flower kind of repeats itself. The mirrored one is quite nice for patterns, while the folded one is for more homogeneous designs, but just to show you that the edge. And this is the first design that Jose did. And here you see the black edge. And yeah, we use the template photos, but then of course it will be the photos of your customers. What is nice about canvases, they're quite lightweight, which also of course affects the shipping. And as you see, the frames are with wood, so all nice there. And you can, of course, add the hanger sets to have your customers hang them to the wall right away. But a very nice experience there, Jose.
Yeah, I actually like the part in which you can actually dismount an old canvas and change for a new one. That's amazing. Especially for those in charge of drilling holes in the walls. It's very fun. Yeah.
Exactly. On my
Before,
part, I can
yeah.
only just last a few words. I wish that your sellers tap on those Mother's Day opportunities. And my favorite goodbye in this industry is just happy selling, because it is a fun process to see which designs is a hit and which are not. So that's my last wish for all of you here.
Yes, I try and error, but we do get surprised sometimes with amazing designs and creative ideas. So it's an everyday interesting experience to see what customers come up with. And
Exactly.
before I jump to the Q&A part, if we have some, because I think our team has been shooting out answers along the way, we have some special gifts for you. If you haven't tried Customity for Shopify yet, you can enjoy an extended free trial of 21 days using the special link that we will share in the chat, and you can also see on the slide. And if you register with Merch One, you can get a 20% discount on all of the products by using the code Mother's Day Customity. Actually, up to 20% discount on all products. Okay, this link will also be shared in the chat as well, with the special code Mother's Day Customity. Both promotions are available from today until the 12th of May, Mother's Day, right? And we will be sending you the links by email later so you can use them when you want. And now I guess I would like to see if we have some QA. There's a question that says, if you want, sorry, I'm reading here. If you want to offer more name options, will you have to create the designs with those options? That's correct. We didn't do that to save time on the presentation, but there's a lot of tutorials in our YouTube channel. We actually have what we call live sessions in which we did webinars like this showing products, and we turn them into tutorials so you can actually look for those, download the files, and replicate the products you see. You will see that actually, yes, you have to create your let's say your image puzzles for the 4 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, as many kids as you want, and you will have to upload those images into Customily. There are ways in which you can just have a drop down or a button selection to pick how many kids, and that will show you the right image and the number of text fields to fill. But that's something you can definitely do with Customily. We only did one number of kid choice just because of time. But there are plenty of tutorials for you to follow along the way and end up with the same result. Let me see. We have some other questions. Any questions for Elena, so I don't have to speak all the time?
I think I can reply to Alexandra's question. As mentioned during the presentation, we are currently still in the process of integrating all of the product catalog we have. So, but the process is going by plan. I would go as far as to say that it will be finalized within the upcoming week. So you will have full access to the catalog for your Mother's Day selling as well, including T-shirts. Jose, let me know if I'm saying something wrong here, but I'm quite confident we're on track with integrating everything we have on our catalog. So,
You're correct, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it just takes will take like a week at most, a week or so, as we do testings, right? We do test orders all the time. We see that the communication between the Customily and Merch One is perfect. So everything that not only that we integrate, but we make sure the sizes are correct, the variants are correct, everything is testing out perfectly. We have plenty of groups to discuss this and do some testings. So rest assured that when a product goes live on Customily, is because it's going to definitely work. We have tested all ends of the process, right? So yeah, definitely you are right about that. We just do a very serious testing process, so each product gets added as its own pace. And there's Dinora said the what's the cutoff date for Merch One Mother's Day shipping?
Comment on that.
So I don't mind. Yeah.
I can comment on that one as well. We're releasing our cutoff dates for Merch One for both US and EU next Monday. So just follow the information. We will make sure it's obvious in our channels. So we're finalizing the last updates from the production, and you should have the information very soon.
Okay, well, if there are no further questions, I really appreciate, Alina, your time and your patience with the tutorials and the stuff. I'm really happy we had this instance. I hope we do more webinars with new products and new ideas for upcoming occasions.
Thank you. Same here. Lovely experience. And yeah, as I said, happy selling. And I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day season here.
Happy selling and happy customizing. So thank you all for joining us. And thank you, Alina, again. Thank you, the entire Merch One team, the entire Customily team behind the scenes. We'll see you next time. And thank you all for joining. Check your email later for the recording, for further questions and information. Always reach out to us. We are always here to help in our support center, in our chat, and in our websites. So thank you again, and have enjoy the rest of your day playing around with Merch One and Customily.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.